what you want, you never get. She never knows when to quit. I started up the skies. Her heart is where fire lies. Can see it in her painted eyes. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart. She's up against them She don't seem to understand what she wants.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Cowboys coming in at 5-5, going up against the Texans, who come in at 7-3. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. One receiver left, three to the right.
Detroit! Back nine and out, Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Osweiler dumps it complete to Miller. And all the way down to the 26. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 49 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
On 2nd down, Osweiler on the right side. This is Miller. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! Here we go now.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. This will be caught just inside the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Osweiler now to throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Anderson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go! Flex round!
Prescott now on second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and it's third down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Here's Prescott. Thomas has got it, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
First down carry by Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. J.J. Wilcox in on the stop. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Kevin Johnson's skills just continue to get better and better. An elite athlete out on the corner, he's up to the challenge of any receiver.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On second down, Osweiler. On the right side, this is Miller. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again on second and 10 now. It's Osweiler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all that works its way straight down the line, just from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes it's like this.
On third down, Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And in this first quarter of play, this will... made a tie ball game. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Over the middle, it's Thomas. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Prescott on first down. Surveying the field. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good pickup there, 22. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd down, Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Hey, hey,
They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott now on second down. Man open left side. It's Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and long for Prescott. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure and they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
Play action. It's Osweiler. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the 2nd round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. 4th down. Here's Osweiler. That's caught at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They start on the ground with Elliott. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And now out comes Houston. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Leopard. Here we go now. Boom. Here we go.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. He's got time. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
3-19.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Over.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. We've got a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First down, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Watch it now, look at 56. All right, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And that is incomplete. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Third and long for Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Jonathan Anderson making the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go. Man 38.
They go to Elliott again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now Osweiler on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Osweiler looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long. It's Osweiler finding time. He's good. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Surveying the field. Forced out to his left. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Here we go.
1st and goal here from the 9. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second. And
one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive lineman, because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Osweiler on second down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
All right, here we go.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Osweiler, and they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Now let's go.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Brock Osweiler with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down throw for Prescott. He's got time. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 46 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Check 24. Check 24. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Come on, let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Thomas has it. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So 2nd and 10 here. One man in the backfield, Elliott. On 2nd down, Brent. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Miller in motion right. On second down, here's Osweiler. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Gets it to Strong. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
What's left? What's left? Go, D. Let's go. Set. Boom. Landed.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Osweiler to throw. Completes it to Miller. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
All right, here we go. Boom. Landed. Boom.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Back in Philly. Here we go.
Throwing now is Osweiler. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Now Prescott finding time. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here's Prescott. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Ohio!
Here's Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. Terrence Williams. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. Surveying the field. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at that. Let's go. Blue 90.
They come out here in the eye. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Texans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.